cupcakes, baby!
Hey guys, and welcome to June's Cupcake Tasting. Our cupcake panel today is Cam, John, and Eric. The first cupcake is the cannoli cupcake from Suitcases and Sweets. Alright, enjoy.
Ooh, the cake is moist.
Oh, that's good.
You can see the zest.
The chocolate filling's not too sweet.
Oh, I missed it completely. I'm going back.
Get in there.
I'm going in there.
It's worth
Get
it.
all 3 layers.
It's really worth it.
It's quite good. Any, what is the flavor? What's the Italian liqueur? Sambuca.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no. Because I was expecting it, but it's not here, and I actually like it without it. So.
No, I like it. It's not cloying. It's not too sweet. It's really
The creaminess and the citrus work really nicely together.
And there's nice textures with the thickness of the filling, the kind of fluffiness of the icing, and then the little bits of crunch from the chocolate chips.
Yeah, the chocolate is just, perfect. It's not too dense. It's just melts in your mouth. It's awesome.
It may be a little sweet for my taste, but I'm a bit particular about things.
I don't think it's too sweet for a cupcake.
For a cupcake.
Like, you gotta know what you're getting yourself into.
Yes.
And now I just want to shove the rest of it in my head. I'm not going to do it.
You can
Do it.
Yeah,
Do
You
it.
can.
Do it.
Totally.
Wrong.
The second cupcake is the Cracker Jack cupcake from Suitcases and Sweets. All right, enjoy.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you. Is there a prize in the middle?
There is a prize in the middle.
Is it a
I
sticker?
want to just manage my hand.
A temporary tattoo?
Sticky.
It's sticky.
Does it taste like slightly salty enough? I mean, it's so good. I love it. I mean, it just makes me think of like peanut butter and jelly. But no jelly.
Right.
I'm still happy.
Yeah, the top I love. The innards, not so much.
I think that this is like supremely excellent.
Yeah.
Because you get a variety of different textures, including this sort of like, it sounds strange to say, but you know how popcorn like is a little bit melty?
Yes.
Like it kind of dissolves in your mouth, plus the crunchiness of the nuts, the softness of the cake, and then the overwhelming rich and sweetness of the frosting.
I would sleep in that frosting.
This requires a cup of coffee.
I like the airiness from the popcorn. Like there's crunch from the nuts, and then you get like the subtle crunch from the popcorn.
Yeah, that Cracker Jack popcorn mixed, like floating in that frosting is really a fantastic thing.
Even though I said I was particular about levels of sweetness, yeah, go ahead, girl. That caramel's like the weird exception for me for that rule. So I think that was great.
The next cupcake is the Caramel Macchiato Chocolate Nutella Cupcake from Life, Love, and Sugar. All right, enjoy.
Thank you.
I'm actually afraid of this one. Like I had too much coffee on the way here,
Oh no.
and like I had to stop and check my pulse.
Yeah.
So I think for the next cupcake, I'll be hovering. Like I'll just be floating.
Just floating above.
Yeah.
Maybe don't eat the whole cupcake
No,
for
no,
this
I'm-
one.
I
Yeah.
I'm going
feel
to.
like the cake is moister.
Yes.
The Nutella
Yes.
gives it a nice little surprise.
I need milk, but it's awesome.
I think this one has a little bit too much going on for my taste, but the cake is a really extraordinary texture.
Yeah, the cake is fantastic. Like that moistness. I feel like this one is a bit overly sweet for my taste, which is a lot coming from me.
No, but it's not. You were talking about all that coffee flavor. Like I taste it, but it's not. Like I also taste the nuts. Like I taste, all the different flavors. So I don't think it's overpowering. I think it's great.
One of the things that I learned cooking personally, it's like vanilla and coffee are both really important flavors with chocolate.
Right.
They do. It just highlights things in the chocolate, and I think that I agree. I don't think the espresso is too strong. I think it's like perfect.
Well, what I liked about this one was that it was kind of like a little journey, because you get the frosting and the caramel, and then it's surrounded by that espresso flavor, and then you have like that little hidden prize of hazelnut chocolate at the end.
For sure.
So I mean, you definitely
love
love
that
that
little
little
hidden
hidden.
We were like skipping along.
Yeah, it's like do.
The last cupcake is the chocolate coconut cupcake from Baker by Nature. Okay, enjoy.
I like it.
And you don't like coconut.
I don't.
That's a huge statement.
It is. It's like licking the inside of a coconut. I mean, not that I do that.
Except when you're on vacation in the
Yeah,
Caribbean.
I mean, you know, some people like squeeze their fruit, but I think
He's just
yeah.
And I like the contrasting textures. The sort of creamy, soft filling, and then the firmer frosting.
It's nice that it's a little toothsome too, with the pieces of coconut.
Yes.
That filling is out of this world. The frosting, meh. The cake is really great and moist.
Yeah. The filling is dangerously good.
Yeah, that's you should bottle that.
Right?
One of the things that I get a little bit particular about is the ratio of frosting to cake. And I find that it's almost never the way that I like it, which is more cake to less frosting.
Right. All right, so what do you think? Let's start with the cannoli.
I like the cannoli. I like that it was not overly sweet for me. It had quite a few different textures with the chocolate ganache inside, a little toothsome with the orange zest, and the chocolate chips on top. I also like that the top frosting was not overly sweet.
I thought the chocolate in the middle was a little gratuitous. All in all, though, I thought the cupcake was maybe the best cake.
I'm not a fan of cannolis, but I really liked that. I think that frosting surprised me the most, even more than because I wanted to hate the coconut. But and the orange was great. I liked it. Yeah.
Awesome. And what about the Cracker Jack?
Makes me feel like a kid. I love it.
I think that there's very little to critique on that one for me, personally.
Yeah, I was a big fan of the frosting. It's very fluffy and light. I felt like the filling on the inside, though, I was less than impressed with it, and I found that it kind of sank and was not enclosed by the cake.
Sure.
And so it was sitting at the bottom.
Okay, and then what about the chocolate caramel macchiato Nutella cupcake?
No single element was offensive or displeasurable, but I think there was just one too many elements. And I don't know which one it was.
Right.
And that's kind of what's hard about it. But even just the name of the cupcake, there's just one too many words.
One too many.
One too many
A little
words.
bit too long.
You know, I kind of liked it. It was very whimsical, and it kind of took you on a journey, through flavor.
We all commented on the quality of the cake as
The
well.
cake was
Right.
great.
Potentially, it's the prettiest one as well.
Right.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We're fighting for that, yeah.
I think that is because I also, and this is a thing from cooking from it's really Ina Garden, but also from just cooking for myself and for my family for a long time. I think it's really nice to know what things are going to be based on how they're garnished or decorated. It gives you a visual cue that leads into the actual eating experience, and I thought that was very clear. Whereas, I wouldn't necessarily know that was a cannoli
Right.
cupcake just by looking at it.
Right, not at all. Okay, what about the chocolate coconut?
It was the biggest surprise for me that I like it. So
Yeah, easily the best filling. That coconut filling is killer, out of control.
Yeah.
I think that the frosting was a little too much, both in density, richness, and then just pure mass. There's just a little
Right.
too much of that going on.
yeah, I mean just the filling and the cake itself, just I'd be happy. And the other stuff is great. It looks great, but
Right.
Well, and I like the texture too, just both the toasted coconut on top and the actual pieces of coconut that are inside the filling give it a nice little crunch.
I really liked it. I am with Cam on the frosting assessment. I think there's a little bit too much of it, and also think that the texture leaves something to be desired, especially when compared with the silkiness of the interior.
Right.
But the last two cakes were really good. And I think that's noteworthy. Whoever did those recipes, not just made them, but
Right.
did a good job with that. It's the right ratios.
Absolutely.
All right, so it sounds like you've made your decision.
Yes.
Clearly decided.
yes.
And the winner is drum roll, please. The Cracker Jack cupcake. All right, thanks for watching, and thanks again to my cupcake panel, Cam, John, and Eric. Check back tomorrow when we start in on July's Cupcakes. Check out the website at myyearofcupcakes.com, on Twitter and on Instagram at Year of Cupcakes, and on Pinterest, My Year of Cupcake. And I'll see you tomorrow.